great preachers on Sunday morning. I get so excited before I come in here. You know, if you did that the rest of the week, you might get excited those days too. I found that to be true. Yeah, it is true. And if you read this, you could get excited too. But it's hard to do. It's hard to disengage yourself from what's going on. And so God has to say to us sometimes and lead us to things like this and say, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. You know, this past week I had occasion to be up in Kingston, which is my hometown. And I drove by what used to be the house I grew up in. And my grandfather's house is right across the street. And where my mother grew up and lived was right around the corner. And I got to see all that, and you know what? It's not the same anymore. Nobody is there anymore. The houses are changing. The neighborhood's not the same. And I look at Newburgh, another place I used to live, and it's not the same for me anymore. And you know, I developed a real depression. I did. I'm driving back from there. I stopped at a light, and I just sat there, and I was thinking about it all. And I literally began to get into almost a panic attack. I could feel my legs were tingling, my arms were tingling, and I was thinking, what is going on here? And I had to ask the Lord, because I didn't have any answers. And that's the reason that He's saying to me, lean not on your own understanding. You can't get back there. There's no need to get back there. I don't need you back there. I need you saying, as the Apostle Paul, I press forward, forgetting the things that are behind. I was able to tell you a lot of the things that I've done in various times. See, we don't forget that stuff easily, do we?
No.
But we should. And we should press forward and go forward and not lean on our own understanding. My own understanding tells me, don't try to sing anymore, Wayne. Your voice can't handle it anymore. It's been medically proven now. Don't do it. My mind tells me it's only a matter of time before I get another job and have a sufficient income to do the things that I want to do. My understanding tells me that I have failed so much and I'm so old that the prospects going forward for me are little. And God brings me this week to say, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him. And what does it say now? And He will direct your paths. Other translations saying, He will make your paths. I told you last week, I can't see a direction to go in right now. It's like that fire whistle that blows up near the Raymond household. It spins at, oh my God, RPMs. It spins so fast and throws air out through a bunch of horns that are all placed in a perfect circle out there. And each one makes a noise as the air passes through it. If it didn't do that, it'd just be blowing through one horn in one direction, but that sound goes out in all the directions. The Word tells us that the Spirit of God is going places and coming from places that we don't know. So you don't know where He's going to take you next. That's why we want to go where we want to go. We get up in the morning and we have a plan. We have a place, a direction, a way that we want to go. Because we don't want to wait. We don't want to hear. We don't believe. This really was cool. Going on, verse 7 says, do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. What's verse 8 say? It will be health to your flesh. You know, of all the times I've read this, I've never seen that. I can't get my doctors to figure things out. I can't get my lawyers to figure things out. I can't figure anything out. Where has God put me?
In the middle of it all.
In a place of dependence.
I know.
Where has He put you? Are you depending on Him? Or are you still going in some direction you think is right? It's hard to know the difference, isn't it? What's one way to know the difference? Read the book and find out how He operates. Find out how He's worked in other people's lives. Read the book because He can speak to you. He can take something you've read time and again and make it new to you. The Scripture tells us His mercies are new every morning. We read that in Psalm 106, because of His multitude of merciful ways, He forgave them.